remember the island and what we had to do to earn these powers.
Welcome back to the channel where I flip through comics and tell you exactly what I think. No sugarcoating, no bullshit. Today we're ripping into Jupiter's Legacy by Mark Millar and Frank Quitely. Issue by issue, the art is gorgeous, the ideas are half-baked, and the execution, sometimes brilliant, sometimes lazy as hell. Let's see if this legacy is worth a damn. Spoilers ahead, but you've been warned. Issue 1 kicks off in the Great Depression. Sheldon Sampson's lost everything, having visions of some mystery island. He drags his brother and mates on a suicide boat trip. Quitely's art right here is already stunning. Those desperate faces, the rough seas, the island reveal. It looks cinematic as hell. They get powers, become the Union. Fine setup. But the modern-day jump to the kids feels rushed. Utopians rigid as a plank, the kids are whiny. Dialogue's okay, but nothing blows me away. Art carries it. 8 out of 10 for the visuals. 6 out of 10 for story. Solid start, but I'm not blown away yet. Number 2. Schism starts widening. Heroes partying, complaining about Utopians' old-school rules. Hutch, Sky Fox's kid, steals the show in a few pages. Drinking, killing, banging the Utopian's daughter in a motel. That's the kind of messy energy I want. Quitely draws the action dirty and brutal. Love the detail. But some panels feel like Millar is just checking boxes. Flawed heroes being flawed. It's entertaining, but I've seen this trope before. Art saves it again. Punchy but not deep, 7.5 out of 10. Issue 3. Heroes are getting wasted in bars, plotting against Utopian because his no-kill do-good bullshit is holding them back. Quitely nails the hedonistic club scenes, the fashion body language, pure attitude. The family tension ramps up. Brandon struggling under Daddy's shadow. It's watchable drama, but the dialogue sometimes lands flat. Millar's trying to say something about legacy and power, but it feels surface level. Art's a 10, stories a 6.5, starting to drag a bit. 4, things heat up. More rebellion, more cracks in the old guard. Quitely's layouts get dynamic. Those wide shots of power in action feel massive. Brandon's moral dilemma hits. Some brutal moments. This is where the legacy is poisonous idea starts biting. I like the ambition, but characters still feel like archetypes more than people. Good escalation, but not revolutionary. 7 out of 10, art doing the heavy lifting. Climax of the first arc. Big moral choice, Paragon crosses the line. Quitely delivers some harrowing panels here. The weight of that decision hits visually. It sets up the generational war nicely. Overall, for the first 5 issues, the concept of old, idealistic heroes versus their entitled kids is intriguing, but Millar doesn't dig deep enough. It's like a greatest hits of his earlier decons without enough fresh flavor. Quitely, masterclass, the series so far. 7 out of 10, promising, but needs to deliver in round 2. On to Jupiter's Legacy 2. The kids take center stage and shit gets loud. Issue 1 drops us into a changed world. Statues of the old guard are coming down. The next generation is running wild. Hutch, Sky Fox's cocky son, is globe-trotting, banging and rounding up old villains for a comeback. Quitely's art is still a bloody masterpiece. Cinematic layouts, those expressive faces, the scale feels massive. Colors pop. It's gorgeous, no question. But the story, it jumps in fast and feels like it's in a hurry. Too many characters, not enough breathing room. Millar's throwing ideas at the wall, villains becoming the new order, but it lacks depth. Entertaining spectacle, but shallow as a puddle. Art carries it hard. I'd give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Strong visual start, but I'm already sensing rush. Number 2, escalation time, big team clashes, ideological fights between the old guard and the new regime. Quitely goes off. Look at these page layouts. The way he builds tension, then explodes into wide action shots is chef's kiss. Brutal, detailed, dynamic as hell. Millar tries to dig into the family schism and power grabs, but it rushes through moments that should hit harder. Some dialogue lands, some feels on the nose. The bombing scene, shocking for shock's sake. Great eye candy, but the meat is under-seasoned. 7 out of 10. Art saves another one. Issue 3. More recruiting, more fractures. Heroes and villains switching sides, the world burning under new management. Quitely continues to deliver. Those intricate backgrounds, the sheer power in every panel. The man draws superheroes like no one else. Point out any rushed plot beat. Here's where the problems pile up. Plot points fly by too quick. Character development, thin. Millar's recycling his greatest hits from other books. Flawed heroes, moral grey areas, but without enough fresh spice. It's watchable. Loud, but starting to feel like filler between big visuals. 6.5 out of 10. Pretty, but hollow in places. 4. The war ramps up. Alliances crumble. Big confrontations erupt. Quietly is cooking with gas here. Massive spreads, raw violence, emotional faces that actually sell the stakes. This is why people buy the book, but Millar, come on. It feels rushed again. Major turns happen off-panel or in a blink. The legacy is toxic theme, gets repeated but never deepens. Characters act like archetypes instead of people. Solid action comic, weak on substance. 6.8 over 10, quietly doing the heavy lifting while the writing coasts. Climax, issue 5, full-blown superhero civil war. Heroes versus heroes, redemption arcs, the big dictator takedown. Quietly, absolutely nails the chaos. Some of his best pages in the whole series. Brutal, cinematic, harrowing in spots. The art is a 10 out of 10 finale. The story payoff? Meh. Big swings, loud noises, but zero real twists. And it lands with a thud. Millar's endings often disappoint, and this one's no exception. Redemption and hope tacked on after all the mess. Themes of legacy and power get shouted, but not explored. Flashy, but not filling. 7 out of 10 for the visuals, drags the issue down overall. Next time we're tearing into another series, issue by issue. Hit like if you want more no BS reviews, subscribe so you don't miss the next flip. See you in the next one.